Upstate Republican Congresswoman Elise Stefanik is fresh off a stunning rise to power on Capitol Hill. And there's growing speculation now that Donald Trump is eyeing her as a potential vice president if he's the Republican nominee. Our Washington Bureau reporter Kevin Fry has tracked the career of the now loyal Trump ally, and he has more on Stefanik's rise in the GOP ranks.
Are we ready to make America great again?
Just days before the New Hampshire primary, New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik took the stage at a rally in Concord, making the case for Donald Trump and, some speculate, her own case to be his running mate.
We need to restore and elect Donald J. Trump as the next commander-in-chief because we know he was our strongest commander-in-chief.
Later that night, Trump invited her back on stage, praising her, quote, surgical questioning of university presidents during a recent House hearing, while simultaneously mangling her name.
Okay, they've been special to me. Friends of mine, Elise Stefanik, Lee Zeldin.
They were not always allies. Stefanik kept Trump at arm's length when he launched his 2016 campaign and criticized his comments on the notorious Access Hollywood tape. But now she is one of his fiercest supporters in Washington. She came out early to endorse Trump's 2024 bid, has defended him in the face of his mounting indictments, and filed ethics complaints against judges involved in January 6th cases and Trump's civil fraud trial in New York. She has declared herself proudly ultra-MAGA. And 3 weeks ago, when Trump called January 6th defendants hostages, the next day, Stefanik did too.
I have concerns about the treatment of January 6 hostages.
Her embrace of Trump has fueled her meteoric rise among House Republicans, earning her fans and critics. It could bode well for her chances to become Trump's number 2, says political analyst Todd Belt, who considers her the odds-on favorite for the job.
He cares about 3 things: loyalty, loyalty, and loyalty. She changed her tune on Donald Trump. Donald Trump loves that. She's been out there, especially last weekend, defending him in the press.
She's a fighter.
In New Hampshire, Spectrum News asked Trump voters about the prospect of Stefanik as Trump's running mate. Some offered praise.
She's a rising star, and I don't even think she's rising. I think she's a star already.
While others made clear she is not a household name, at least not yet.
Do you know her? Do you have any thoughts about her?
I do not. I'm not very familiar with her, to be honest with you.
Stefanik plays coy when asked about being Trump's running mate. In recent interviews, she's echoed something she told us a year and a half ago.
If President Trump comes calling in 2024, would you consider being his VP?
I would be honored to serve in the Trump administration. I strongly support President Trump running.
I did reach out to the Trump campaign to ask if they had any comment on Stefanik and whether she's on the short list for VP. They did not respond by deadline. In Washington, Kevin Fry, New York 1.